Okay, let's dive straight into 1 Samuel chapter 5. A really striking sequence of events here.
It really is. You've got the Philistines. They've just captured the Ark of God from Israel.
Right, this incredibly significant object.
Exactly. And the chapter basically asks, what happens when you bring something that powerful, that foreign, into your own system? It's quite the case study.
So first stop is Ashdod. They take the ark there.
Into Ashdod, and they place it in the temple of their god, Dagon, right next to his statue.
Setting up a direct comparison almost.
You could say that. And, well, the very next morning, the Ashdodites come in.
Yeah.
And they find Dagon's statue face down on the ground, fallen right before the ark.
Falling over.
Yeah. So they do what you'd probably do, right? They pick it up, set it back in its place, maybe thought it was, I don't know, an earthquake or just clumsy placement.
Okay, makes sense. An isolated incident, perhaps?
Well, that's maybe what they hoped. But the next morning, same thing.
Down again.
Down again. Still face down before the ark, but this time it's worse. Its head and both its hands are broken off, lying there on the threshold of the temple.
Wow. Okay, that's definitely not an accident.
No. And the text even adds this little note saying that from then on, Dagon's priests and worshippers made a point not to step on that particular threshold. It became marked.
A permanent reminder of Dagon being, well, overcome.
Precisely. But the impact wasn't just contained within the temple walls. It starts to affect the people.
How does it describe that?
It says, the Lord's hand became heavy upon the people of Ashdod, causing devastation.
Devastation-like.
Afflictions. Specifically, the text mentions an outbreak of tumors, affecting people in the city and even the surrounding territory.
So a physical manifestation of this divine displeasure, as the text presents it.
Yes. And the people of Ashdod, they get it. They see their God humbled. They see the plague.
They connect the dots.
Right. They say, the ark of the God of Israel must not remain with us, for his hand is heavy on us and on Dagon our God.
So what's the solution then?
The Philistine leaders consult and decide, okay, let's move it. Get it out of Ashdod. Send it to Gath.
Just pass the problem along.
Seems like it. But as soon as the ark gets to Gath...
Let me guess. Same problems.
Pretty much. The text says the Lord's hand was against Gath. Great panic ensued.
And the tumors.
Them too. An outbreak hitting everyone. It says both young and old. The exact same affliction follows the ark.
So Gath doesn't want it either, I assume.
You assume correctly. From Gath, it gets sent on to Ekron.
By this point, word must have spread, right? Ekron must know what's coming.
Oh, they know. The moment the ark arrives in Ekron, the people cry out. They're terrified.
What do they say?
Their reaction is recorded as, they have brought the ark of the God of Israel around to us to kill us and our people. They immediately understand the danger.
So pure panic.
Total panic. The text describes death and God's hand being very heavy on Ekron. And again, those who didn't die.
Tumors.
Afflicted with tumors. The outcry from the city was huge. It sounds like things were even worse there.
So, Ashdod, Gath, Ekron. It's an escalating crisis. What do the Philistine leaders do now?
They call another meeting, all the rulers together again, and this time the decision is unanimous.
Which is?
It has to go back. Send the Ark of the God of Israel away, back to its own territory. They explicitly say so that it does not kill us and our people. They finally accept they can't contain it or manage its effects.
Okay, so stepping back, what's the core takeaway here?
Well, the narrative really paints this picture of profound disruption when this sacred object, the center of immense power from another system, enters their land.
Uninvited, essentially.
Right. It leads to this escalating series of crises. It affects their religion, their physical health, causes widespread fear. And ultimately, they're forced to just get rid of it. It simply doesn't fit.
It's a vivid illustration of unforeseen consequences, isn't it? When something powerful and crucially unfamiliar enters a new environment, the system just can't cope.
Exactly. It's fundamentally incompatible, as presented here.
Which kind of leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Thinking about how we react today, maybe. When individuals or groups or even whole societies encounter powerful forces or, ideas they don't understand, especially if those forces seem disruptive or bring negative outcomes.
That's a great question to ponder. How do we respond to the unfamiliar and the powerful, especially when it challenges our existing structures or beliefs? What does this ancient story echo for us now?